What are they saying about you? Hello there, my beautiful soul peeps and soul fam. You are here today for another pick a card reading with Tarot by Cassy. And today we are asking, what are they saying about you? So they can be anybody that you are thinking about in this present moment. It could be family, it could be friends, it could be, typically I'm talking about a group of people. So potentially workmates and colleagues, clients, anyone that you can think of that you are wondering right now, what are they saying about you? And they could represent one person or they could also represent a group. So whoever it is that you're asking about, hopefully we'll be able to get you some answers today. We have 4 piles. The timestamps will be in the description and the comments. So if you want to jump ahead to your pile or piles, because you can certainly choose more than one, that's how you can do it. Otherwise, if you would like to go through them with me, we have pile number 1, 6 of Wands. Pile number 2 is the 5 of Cups. Pile number 3 is the Hierophant. And pile number 4 is the 5 of Swords. And this is the Light Seers deck. I will list all the decks that I read from in the description, just in case there's any that you have your eye on. But I'll also quickly show you. So we've got the Light Seers Tarot. We'll also be reading from the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. The SmithTiny Glossy Hologram Tarot. I think it says Halogram, actually, now that I've got my glasses on. But anyhow, the SmithTiny Tarot and the Tattoo Tarot. So the intention of this reading is definitely not to hurt anybody's feelings. As you guys know, if you've been here before, I record my introductions before I record the reading, so I never know exactly, well, I never know at all, what the readings are going to say, because I also do not pre-shuffle. So I can't tell you if what they're saying about you is lovely things or if it's really terrible things. What I would say is that my readings are never intended to trigger or hurt anybody. If you are not feeling in the best of spaces right now, you might hear something really positive and it might lift you up, but you may also hear something negative and that may bring you down. If that's the case, please just switch it off and possibly go to a reading that just is something that is kinder to your soul and nicer to your heart. But yeah, without knowing what is going to come out for each pile, I can't say whether I need to label this a blunt AF reading or if what they're saying about you is all wonderful things. But we will dive into it, we will see, and I'll wish you all the best of luck for whatever answers you get. Please take only what resonates, leave what doesn't for someone who needs it, and remember that all readings are general. So guys, with that all being said, I think that's all the disclaimers that I need. I will see you in your pile. Hello there, my gorgeous pile number 1. If you chose the 6 of Wands, then you are my pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. So right off the bat, this is public victory. We have the wreath, the victory wreath here, and I've never noticed this before, but all of these hands reaching up towards this lady who is here, definitely taking her success on board and taking all of this beautiful praise in from the public. So people are saying that you have been very victorious at something. That could be overall you are someone who just has done really well for themselves in this life. You've got things together. You are very, how can I say, very publicly comfortable. It's apparent that you have done really well for yourself in your job, in your finances. Maybe you have recently completed a project that has been really successful and people are admiring of you for that. But very much people are saying that you have done a really good job of something, my beautiful pile number 1. So we'll get some more cards from the Light Seers Tarot to find out what else people are saying about you right now. But they're saying that you have done a really good job of something. So it's a positive start. Let's see what journey the cards take us on. Spirit, what are they saying about my pile number 1? The Emperor, beautiful. The Boss card. So yeah, people are definitely saying that you are doing really, really well right now. Pile number 1, whether it's across the board with a bunch of things. So like I said, maybe you have a lovely house, drive a lovely car, dress really well. Don't, damn it, first card to fall. Do really well in your job, are in a significant position within your job, or maybe it is just referring to one thing that you are currently experiencing at the moment. So you have, as I said, undertaken some sort of project. Maybe you've just gotten a promotion, but people are saying that you're a boss and that you are really good at what it is you do. And we also have the Ace of Swords. So people are saying that you are very intelligent. You are very adept at the things you try your hands to. You are very able to communicate very clearly, very concisely, in ways that make it easy for other people to understand what you're saying. You have a lot of good ideas. People are saying that you are full of good ideas and inspiration, and that they find you very, very easy to communicate with. You're someone, as I said, who can really get their point across. And the Moon, people are also saying that you're a little bit hidden in what it is that you are thinking and doing. So you speak very, very clearly to people, and you definitely speak your mind, but you keep your cards close to your chest. You don't necessarily make it really obvious to everybody what your next plan is. You just go ahead and get it done. So people are saying that you can be quite unpredictable, but everything you turn your hand to, you do a really good job of. Okay, that is far too many. I'm doing all sorts of shuffling onto the floor right now, guys. Sometimes I blame that on the energy that I'm getting in the reading, but I'm absolutely not getting that from you guys. You seem very together, very across the board of everything. So this is just me and my terrible shuffling, and the Two of Cups. So people are saying that you're also a very good partner to have. Whether that's in a work situation, whether that's in some sort of relationship, romantic or otherwise, people are saying that you are very balanced. You are very much both in your divine masculine and your divine feminine. So you are very much able to be vulnerable and assertive in equal measure, and that you are very, very emotionally balanced. You are someone who can be quite secretive and keep their thoughts to themselves, and as I said, their cards very close to their chest. But you are also someone who is easy to connect with as well. Even if you are keeping your cards close to your chest and you don't give a lot away about yourself, people are saying that you are very easy to connect with, very easy to make friends with, or to form a relationship with, or some sort of connection. Even if you're not close to that person, you leave a very lasting impact on people, pile number one. So people are saying that they remember you for possibly something kind that you had said, something that you have communicated to them that has been important, something that's helped them maybe learn something. People are really celebrating who you are as a person, pile number one, and they're saying really wonderful things. They're saying that you are someone who is very intelligent, very, very wise, very confident in a leadership position. And if you don't feel that you are so much, that's not how you're coming across. You are definitely coming across as someone who is very confident in themselves and their abilities. And now I'll read from the Tattoo Tarot for some more information about what they are saying about my pile number ones. Okay. You guys all definitely wanted to come out. Perfect. Ace of Wands. So we've got the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands as well. So people are saying that you're inspirational. You have a lot of great ideas. You are a thinker and a problem solver. The Four of Cups. So that can be being a bit apathetic towards things that are coming your way, not noticing when you are being given an offering of something. In this situation, I just feel that you're very, very prudent. This card is interesting because we have the eye behind the cups, almost like looking at the cups, which is the opposite of what it's doing in the Rider-Waite deck, where the person is refusing to look at the cups that he has or that are being offered to him. So I feel that people are saying that you're very perceptive. You are very across your shit, my beautiful pile number ones. You are very aware of what you have and you keep an eye on it. So you always have all of your business in check. And we have the Three of Wands, which is about embarking on new adventures, a new beginning, starting something, not so much a new beginning, something that is already started, something that you have already been working on, but it's at its beginning stages and it is just starting to form. So this really also could be about a project that you are working on, as I've said now a few times. It could be that you have just kicked off with something and people are saying that it's a fantastic idea, that you're an absolute boss, that it is creating connection, it is bringing something really good into manifestation, into reality, and you are having some really great ideas right now. You are communicating in a really clear fashion. You are coming across as very, very on top of everything, pile number one. People are saying that you are really on top of your game right now. You're switched on, you have your eye on the prize, you're full of good ideas, you are, as I said, really clearly communicating. I've got to stop saying as I said. You are really clearly communicating what you need to with people right now. And to get some more information, we're going to read from the SmithTiny deck. But pile number one, yeah, people are really impressed with you. This public victory card especially really reinforces that, but people are really, really impressed with the way that you are handling things. Maybe you are someone who has to run a lot of different projects, and so you've got a lot of things that are on the boil at any given time, and people aren't always able to see what it takes from you to be able to do all of this, because you do it so perfectly that you make it look easy. Like you are a duck that is gliding along on the top of the pond, when in actual fact your feet are kicking mercilessly to get you to where you need to go. But people don't see that. They just see the beautiful, as I think the analogy is more about a swan than a duck, but I like ducks. So they see the beautiful duck gliding across the pond, making everything look effortless. Okay, well, unlike all the other cards that I've thrown on the floor, this deck's being kinder to me. Here we go. Yeah, beautiful. Really beautiful pile number one. Two of Pentacles, so all about balance. And look how happy he looks. He is feeling very, very comfortable with the balance that he has created and with balancing these tasks, with being able to, and I see that again here with the Two of Cups as well, with balance. It's very much a case of you are balancing everything really harmoniously. People are saying that you have a lot on your plate and you do a really good job of handling it. And we also have the Four of Wands, which is also about balance. And so, again, this makes me think of the Two of Cups here with this connection. And we've got the Four, which represents balance here. And you can see that there is new stability being built. So that also reminds me here of the Three of Wands. So even when you are doing new things, you make it look very, very easy, pile number one. And people are saying that you are very, very clever, very intelligent, very, very switched on, a very quick learner, someone who is really emotionally regulated as well. So you're not someone who is prone to any sort of passive-aggressive or aggressive tendencies whatsoever. You are very assertive. You're able to tell people what it is that you want, but you do so in a clear and concise fashion, and with the right words, without bringing that person down, making them feel attacked. Really lovely. King of Wands. So he is presiding over his kingdom. He has a huge amount of inspiration, is very spirited, very, very wise. The salamander over here, I believe, actually can represent psychic vision as well. But people are saying that you are a boss. The Emperor, being Aries, is also another fire card. So we've got the couple of fire cards over here. How many is that? 3. And we have the Emperor, which is a fire card as well. So, oh, and the Ace of Wands as well. I forgot about that. So yeah, there's a lot of fire. You could be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, but don't have to be. But you are seen as being very, very inspiring, very spirited, very take charge. Definitely a boss with both the Emperor and the King of Wands. I'm definitely feeling boss energy. And the Wheel of Fortune. So this can represent bad luck turning into good luck turning into bad luck, with the wheel circling constantly in this life. But I feel very much that people are saying that luck turns in your favor and that you are someone who is very lucky for all of the talents that you have. You are a very lucky person to have been blessed in the ways that you have with your intelligence, your spirit, your ability to communicate, the ideas that you have, your ability to put those into practice, with how balanced you are, and how well you regulate your emotions. You're able to be assertive and speak up for yourself without appearing to be afraid. But you are also able to be very kind to people and make them feel better about themselves. People are saying that you are a calm within a storm and that they can turn to you to find solutions. You are someone, as I said, who is really across everything that's going on in their life, and people are saying, or at least outwardly you are, pile number one, and people are saying that you are really together. You are someone that can be relied upon. You are someone trustworthy. I'm reading now from the Rider-Waite to get some last messages for you, pile number one, but this has been a really lovely reading. So we've got the 10 of Wands, so more fire energy, and he is working extremely hard to take those wands to wherever they need to get to. So people are saying that you are hardworking. They do think you're lucky, but they don't think that you have gotten to where you are without a lot of hard work. They know that you have worked very hard for what you have, which is interesting because I've just pulled this card. So all about insomnia, sleepless nights, lying awake, stressing, and worrying. And we'll see what else we've got to clarify that. The Ace of Wands, so we've got that now twice here and here again. And then Temperance, which is more balance. And the Hermit. So inner insight, inner wisdom. It can be about spending time on your own and looking to yourself, but it can also be about this inner wisdom that the Hermit has. So I do feel that people know that you have worked really hard to get to where you're at, pile number one, that it didn't just come to you through sheer luck and any sort of handout. You have had sleepless nights. You have really pushed it uphill. You have had to deal with the wheels of life turning around, so you have had your own share of bad luck. But what people are saying about you is that you are someone who was able to turn it right around. You have fantastic ideas, bolts of inspiration. You are really lovely and balanced. You are able to see the good in situations. You're able to be really positive and turn a negative situation into a positive situation. You're able to manifest really wonderful things for yourself, and you do that through remaining positive, through looking into your inner self for wisdom and seeking your own counsel. And again, so it could be that you don't really reach out to others much, so they don't get to see the difficult times for you. They're not seeing this side of things. They're seeing this with you working so hard, but they're not seeing you maybe being up all night actually stressing about situations. What they're seeing is that you are very switched on to your own intuition, and you are very balanced and very self-aware, and you are someone who is really very wonderful to be around. And if you're a part of your team or a co-worker, even anything, honestly, a friend, a family member, a romantic partner, even just an acquaintance, someone who you don't really know that well, but you see from time to time, I feel that what people are saying about you is that you are a really awesome person to know, and that they always end up walking away from you with a lot more energy. You are someone who just puts out good vibes into the world, and what people are saying about you is that they always feel energized and enlightened after they have spent time around you, whether that's just a tiny amount of time or whether they're with you in a more permanent situation, as I said, like a job, or as your partner. People are saying that you are really balanced, really level-headed, really strong in leadership qualities, excellent at communicating, full of wonderful ideas. You're someone with your eye on the prize. You know where you're going, and you make it look really easy. So pile number one, I really hope that resonates. That was a really lovely message. If people are saying that about you, that is truly very wonderful, and I will ask you to like the message. Sorry, were brain and words all glitched at the same time. Guys, if that resonated, please like. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much if you have, especially with all of my brain glitches. And feel free to leave a comment if you want to let me know what you thought of the reading. But I hope that did resonate. I shall see you maybe in another pile, or I will see you in another reading. Hello there, my pile number 2. If you chose the 5 of Cups, then you are my pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. So off the bat with this one, this is a lady who is finding it difficult to let go of what she needs to let go of. There's this last little magic in the bowl here and 3 other bowls here, which means this one has already disappeared into this black hole of nothingness, but she's got nothing left in these bowls and just this last little bit of magic over here. So not all has been lost, but all of her energy is draining out. All of her life force is draining out along with this bowl and what is being let go of. So this is a card of struggling to let go, of being unable to walk away from something. Oh, here we go. There's the 5th bowl. I've never noticed that before. I always notice something new on my cards in every reading. But yeah, she's good, trying her hardest to hold on to this last bowl, and it's disappearing, but all is not lost. So this could be either someone is saying that you aren't very good at letting go, you're not very good at walking away, or it could be that, I had this in my head and now it's gone. So someone could be saying that you're not, there we go, now it came back. Someone could be saying that you're not easy to walk away from, pile number 2. My apologies, I had a brain glitch just before in pile number 1 as well. That was my one for you guys, obviously. They might be saying you're very difficult to walk away from, or they might be saying that you're someone who doesn't walk away very easily. So we'll get some more cards from the Light Seers Tarot to find out some more information about what people are saying about you, pile number 2, and why. Okay, this did come out in reverse, so I'll keep it in reverse and read from the book. So it's the 10 of Cups, but it is reversed, which means all is not well here. So something possibly has happened, pile number 2. Again, as I said in the intro, if you stuck around that long, this reading is relating to whoever it is that you're asking about. So it could be a loved one, a romantic partner, a close friend, a work colleague, or it could be a group of people as well. The Star upright, so that's good news. But we'll try to find out a bit more about what is actually happening so we can see who it is that is saying what about you. But what are they saying about you right now? My pile number 2, the 9 of Swords. Yeah, again, grief. Being up all night with insomnia, unable to sleep, not able to move on, worrying about something over and over. I just want one more, please, Spirit, for what people are saying about my pile number 2. Just one more, please. Here we go. And the Hanged Man, but again in reverse. So that's upright, but she has come out in reverse. So let's get some meanings from the book to help us clarify pile number 2, because this one is very, very different. So I'm definitely seeing an inability to let go. But I'm also seeing here with the Star, I have seen a couple of readers say make a wish when this card comes out. I always see it as the wish coming true card. So maybe to someone or some people, you are a wish come true and they are struggling to walk away from yourself. The 5 of Cups, grieving, disillusion, disappointment, betrayal, bitterness, wallowing, self-pity, and can signify a broken heart. So possibly someone has broken your heart, but I feel that what people are saying about you is that you're actually a bit of a heartbreaker. My pile number 2, maybe you've recently split up from someone, or you have possibly left a job and people are heartbroken because you're amazing at it. The 10 of Cups reversed, disharmony or disputes, miscommunication, struggling relationships, unrealistic expectations, not feeling worthy of love, or a delay. See, there's a lot of disharmony in this group, pile number 2. So I'm feeling like whoever you're asking about is someone that you are potentially no longer in contact with. The star, expectations fulfilled, wishes granted, opportunities, healing after traumatic events, knowing that you are on the right path, inspiration, and renewed hope. So I feel like you are really special to someone, pile number 2. This, as I said, it could be a group of people. But I feel like you are really special to someone or a group of people, and they are struggling to let go of you. For whatever reason, you have stepped away. Maybe you have moved to a new location. Maybe you have ended things in some shape or form. But people are finding it very hard to move past the fact that they have lost you. What people are saying is that they wish that you were still around. They really wish that you were still here, because without you, there isn't any balance. There is a lot of disharmony. There is a lot of miscommunication. Maybe you were that person in your family, for example, who very much played the mediator role and was the go-between for family members who would otherwise end up in fights without you coming in to sort the situation out. It could be the same thing with a work situation as well. And now that that has gone, there's a lot of miscommunication, there's a lot of disharmony, there is a lot of disappointment, and people are finding it very difficult to function on an emotional level without you here balancing things out and creating this light and bringing harmony and balance into the situation. So the 9 of Swords upright, nightmares, worry, feelings of depression or anxiety, insomnia, fear, an opportunity to find courage, a time to focus on safety and all the things that are going well in your life. So with that, and then the Hanged Man in reverse, stagnation, self-sabotage, holding on to something that isn't meant for you, stubbornness, and a tendency to be a martyr. So yeah, I feel that you've had to walk away from something, pile number 2, that something was really draining the life force out of you, and it was very, very hard for you to walk away from it. It was very difficult for you to make the decision to cut yourself off from whatever this situation or whoever these people or person were or was. It's not something that you've done easily, but what you have done is taken the light right out of the situation for the person or people that you have removed yourself from. And so people are saying that without you, things aren't the same. They may even be saying that you would be struggling without them. That's another alternative as well that has just come to my mind. It could be that whoever you have walked away from is saying that without them, you are not going to be coping, that you are not going to be this beautiful light. And they're saying that because they're trying to dim that light. They realize that they've lost it. It's not typically when you lose someone who was amazing to you. Sometimes people can actually realize that that person was amazing to them and they can acknowledge it, but a lot of the time people can't. They struggle, they don't want to be in the wrong. So it very much could also be that they are saying that you would be lost without them right now, when in actual fact, they are feeling lost without you. They're feeling very depressed, disheartened, communication is broken down. They're struggling to be able to be honest with how it is that they're feeling now that you have gone, but you have taken a light away from them in your leaving, pile number 2. That is if you have left a situation. But people are saying that you are what brings balance into situations. You're the peacekeeper. You're the person who helps people to see things from a different point of view, especially here with the King of Swords. So maybe you manage to stay very unemotional in situations, because this guy is all about analytical thinking, getting to the bottom of things, cutting through bullshit and nonsense with his sword and letting people know exactly how it is. By the way, this is the tattoo tarot that we're reading from now. But people are saying that you don't take a lot of crap, pile number 2, that you are someone who is the peacekeeper. You try to bring people together, but you are also able to cut through a lot of crap, and you are able to move on if you need to. That's what I'm feeling. So at the beginning, I'd said that maybe people are saying that you're not able to let go and you're not able to move on. Only you will know if you're clinging to someone or if it feels like someone is clinging to you. So it could still very much be that you aren't... No, see, I don't feel that with the King of Swords, sorry. I feel that it's not so much that you are not able to let go. I think you're very able to let go. You're able to analyze. You're able to look at things logically. You're able to say enough is enough when it is enough. And so what people are saying is that they realize who they had and what they lost after you're gone. That's when they see the star. That's when they realize how much you had actually been doing to underpin the relationships of others. Yeah, the Knight of Coins. You hold the balance of things, pile number 2. You hold things together. You keep people in check. You make sense of situations. You relay messages that assist in making sense of those situations. And when you are gone, people feel very, very lost without you, and very much as though it's difficult to let you go, the 10 of Coins. So you are someone who really brings a family together, I feel, pile number 2. This does feel a lot like it could be a family reading, potentially a no contact reading. If you are in no contact or very low contact with your family, this really does feel like it makes a lot of sense to that situation. And again, we've got the King of Swords and now the Ace of Swords. So yeah, I think that you are the person who cuts through a lot of the bullshit, pile number 2. And when I say what are people saying, as I said, this sort of, the whole vibe I'm getting from this reading is just kind of narcissism. Honestly, I feel like whoever you're asking about is not the nicest of people. And again, it could be a group. It could be that you are wanting to leave a workplace or you have left a workplace. But the feeling of narcissism that I'm getting from this is that whilst we're asking what are people saying about you, I feel that this would be more something that people are actually feeling, and what they're saying is that you won't be able to go on without them. You won't be able to manage without them. You need to remain in this clique, in this family unit, in this relationship, in this workplace, in order to be able to function, and you aren't going to stagnate and fall into a depression without these people, but you have actually cut them off, moved on, and are in a much better position. And realistically, all of this is one massive projection onto you. And these people that we are asking about do not want to acknowledge what a loss they are now experiencing because you're no longer around. So as I often say, if this isn't resonating, you've probably been here a bit too long. But if it is, pile number 2, you have definitely made the right move, or will be making the right move if you do decide to go ahead and reduce the contact in this situation to the very bare minimum, or otherwise completely no contact. Now we're reading from the SmithTiny Tarot. Yeah, the 7 of Wands. Look at the determination on his face, and also the unhappiness. That's what I see, as he is protecting his territory, staking his claim. I feel that people are saying that you're the one who made the effort. You're the one who protected people. You're the one who tried to keep people connected, at peace with one another, not fighting. Yeah, with the Queen of Pentacles, nurturing. I feel that people do definitely think that you have a very nurturing heart. You are the mother, typically. And again, that could be, even if you're male, you have that nurturing quality about you, that you're the one who's there looking after everybody else, and that you are very balanced. You are very emotionally balanced. You're very kind. You're very decent. And without you, they are really, really struggling. They're not themselves. They're feeling very depressed. They're up all night. They are out of balance. I can't remember if I said this is the SmithTiny Tarot now that we're using, but Spirit, for pile number 2, what are they saying? And as I said, they may not be saying this really out loud, is the feeling that I'm getting from this pile number 2. I feel like whoever it is that you have walked away from, withdrawn your energy from, pulled back from, they are really, really feeling it, but I feel like they are too proud to be able to admit it to pretty much anyone but themselves. And if they are saying it out loud, they're not telling many people. Ace of Cups, overflow of emotion. And very interestingly, because this was your first card, and now it's come out again, the Five of Cups. Again, not being able to walk away from something, even though 3 of them are lost. And also in this one, not realizing what they still have. So it could be, as I said, a low contact situation where you're still in these people's lives or this person's life, and they're not able to see how much you are still bringing in, even though they are depressed, they're despondent, they're crying over spilt milk, so to speak. They're focused on what has been lost. So maybe this is you have withdrawn your energy from somebody or something, and it is very, very apparent, and they are saying that things aren't the same, that things aren't right, that they're not happy, they are struggling. You were the light in their life, pile number 2, and they're not able to see things the same way without you in it. And now we're just going to get some final messages from the Rider-Waite deck as to what they are saying about my pile number 2. But yeah, maybe they're not saying this to anybody outside of their therapist or their journal. But I really feel that they know that they've lost something with you, and they know that this emotion, this outpouring of emotion, this person, especially this being under the star here, this person that used to be to them the light of their life, the balance maker, the peacekeeper, the bringer of sunshine, you have withdrawn that now, and they are very much feeling it, and it could be creating an outpouring of emotion from them that they are feeling overwhelmed and completely grief-stricken and at a loss because you are no longer around. 4 of Cups. So again, not being able to actually see what's on offer, not being able to see what they still have. And the 4 of Swords, requiring rest and rejuvenation, and it can be renewal as well. I just want to get a couple more, especially to clarify the 4 of Swords. Did I say? Yeah, 4 of Swords. But yeah, this person wasn't able to see what was on offer when it was pile number 2. And so I feel like you've pulled the pin on it. Or, like I said, really withdrawn your energy, pulled back. And this person is really struggling without you. The Fool. Very, very interesting to finish up on. I think this person feels like they need to figure out how to walk away from you in order to be able to rebuild themselves after this experience and to be able to start again fresh and do something new. But right now, they're nowhere near being anywhere able to do that. This is someone who is struggling to let go of you, pile number 2. Someone who didn't realize who you were and what they had until it was gone, and now they are really seeing that you were the glue that was holding everything together. And what they are saying to people is that they are struggling to see a life without you in it, or they're struggling to see the work position still functioning and the wheels still turning the way that they did before without you being there to actually offer your guidance and your inspiration and your talents to this situation. So pile number 2, I definitely think that someone is mourning the loss of you, or they're feeling the withdrawal of your energy, and they are starting to panic and become disillusioned. This doesn't feel like a very healthy energy whatsoever, so I certainly would say be very careful, because you are extremely nurturing, but you have had to fight really hard to create some sort of security for yourself in the midst of what feels like very negative, very heavy energy. So just be very, very careful in your sympathies and where you show your kindness to. But pile number 2, if that did resonate, please hit the like button, comment if you would like to share how the reading resonated with you. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks so much if you have, and I will see you in another pile, or I might see you in another reading. Hello and welcome, my pile number 3. If you chose number 5, the Hierophant, then you are my pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. So this card is all to do with authority, tradition, spirituality, opening yourself up to new realms. So I think that people could be saying that you are a very spiritual minded person, whether you're actually religious or you're just spiritual. Maybe you are not spiritual in any sort of traditional sense as such, but people just get the vibe from you that you have a really open mind and a really open way of looking at things, and they see you as an authority as well. My pile number 3, people are saying that you are an authority on the things that matter to you, and it's possible that they seek you out for some advice when they are needing guidance. So we're going to grab some more cards from the Light Seers Tarot to find out what are people saying about my pile number 3. But they're saying that you're very open-minded, that you have a very open heart, that you are very wise, so you can be an authority on a variety of subjects. Judgment, beautiful. Yeah, you are someone who is very, very wise. People are saying about you, pile number 3. You are the person that people come to when they need guidance and they need someone to be able to provide them with a clearer picture of how things are. So people are saying that you are very switched on. You're very in tune with yourself and even with the universe. And so it could be very much that you don't in any way, shape or form hide your spirituality. Actually, I will take them. The 3 of Pentacles. So people are saying that you are a team player. You are able to work with other people. You like to share your successes with other people as well. And the Knight of Pentacles, spreading his pentacles as he goes. So yeah, I feel that people are saying that you are very generous. You are very, very generous with your time and with your nature. Pile number 3, you are someone who is very giving of yourself and your knowledge. You are a team player. You like to work for the benefit of the group. And even when you are on your own, you are still giving to others in your own way. I think people think that you're very intelligent and that you are just someone who is really nice to be around. People are saying that you have a really good heart. You've got a lot of really beautiful qualities about you, and you're someone that people enjoy connecting with. And just watching the way that this horse is following his leader as well, I feel that people very much feel that you are a leader. You are some sort of authority. And they're saying that you are very right for the position that you're in. So possibly this could be a work situation and people really appreciate you being in this role. And the 4 of Pentacles, I think that people feel that you keep your cards close to your chest. You're very wise and very balanced when it comes to finances and the way that you live your life. You're not someone who is extremely excessive, but you are someone who is across what they need to be across. You have your eye on the prize. You are very focused. You are very hardworking. People are saying that you are very hardworking and very, very generous in turn, and that you are very, I think people are saying you're a very conservative person. So whilst you are very spiritual, it could be that you aren't someone who is like all into the spiritual woo-woo or the witchy woo-woo, as I do like to say. You're someone who comes from a more logical kind of position on things, but has a very, very open mind and is able to see things from different points of view. So now we'll get some cards from the Tattoo Tarot to ask, what are people saying about my pile number 3? What are people saying about my pile number 3? But yeah, with the Pentacles here, so many Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. I feel that this could possibly be a work situation. Gorgeous. The Magician and the Emperor. Yeah, people think that you're an absolute boss. Pile number 3, people are saying that you are able to pull off really wonderful things. This does, again, if it's not a work reading but it's still resonating, then definitely stick with it. But it does feel very work related. People think that you are a leader, you are a boss, you are an authority, and that you are able to fix situations. You are able to bring about new situations. Knave of Cups. You have a lot to offer. You've got a lot of gifts and a lot of talents and the world. Beautiful. And you bring things to completion. Pile number 3. People are saying that you are the person to call in to get the job done. You know what's going on. You know how to be smart with finances. You know how to be generous when you need to be. You know how to be not only the leader, as we've got in so many cards over here, but also how to be a team player. Your judgment is very, very sound. People really trust what it is that you have to say, pile number 3, and they do trust your authority in the matter. People come to you when there's a problem and it needs to be fixed, and they know that you will be able to fix it. They know that you have the tools within yourself to be able to sort situations out, to create new situations, to turn problems around. You might also have resonated with pile number 1. If you did, definitely go back and check it out, because this feels like a very similar energy. But they know that you're someone who is able to bring things to completion, to get the job done. And we'll ask the SmithTiny Tarot for more messages about what people are saying about my pile number 3. I never know how long I've been reading for, but this one feels almost like it's going to be very short, because it doesn't feel like it requires a huge amount of explaining. Everything here is so positive. Pile number 3. People really look up to you and admire you and respect you, and they are saying that you are worthy of respect and admiration. I think you mean a lot to a lot of people, and they have nothing but good things to say about you when they are talking about you. It could be that you get recommended a lot by customers or clients, that maybe you have your own business and it has been built by word of mouth because people have talked about how fantastic you are in the position that you're in. Queen of Pentacles. People also say that you are very loving and nurturing. So yeah, you really do have this open heart, this generosity, this team player mentality. You're very nurturing and very kind. You're very balanced emotionally. You're not someone who is likely to get into a fight with someone. Beautiful. The Magician again. 2 magicians. Yeah, guys, people are saying you're magic. People are saying, and they might even actually be quite literally saying you're magic. Like they know about your spiritual gifts. They know that you have spiritual talents and you don't go hiding them. Maybe you are like the witchiest woo-woo person out there, and you go around and you show it, and people are like, holy shit, this person actually seems to be seriously casting spells and having results from it, or manifesting wonderful things into their world and into the worlds of others. But people definitely see you as being an absolute boss. So even if it's not on the spiritual level that people get to see so much, maybe you keep that very private and to yourself. People just think that you are able to magic up abundance and new possibilities and opportunities wherever you go, because that's just part of your nature. And so people are saying that you are absolutely magic, and that there is something really special and really spirited and really different about you, pile number 3. That's, how many is that? 3, I'll take it. Thank you, Spirit. So we also have the 4 of Swords, the King of Wands, and beautiful, the Page of Wands. So yeah, lots of fire energy as well. Also, I should have said with the Pentacles, I didn't say anything about it in pile number 2, but pile number 3, with all these Pentacles, that's earth signs. So you could be a Taurus, Virgo, or what is the third one? Don't get stuck now. Cassy. Why can't I think of it? Haven't done this for a long time, actually. Forgotten the signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There we go. Yes, so you could be one of those, but we do also have a bit of fire in here, which I'm not sure so much that relates to a star sign, although it could, which is obviously Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, but I think it's more just about how passionate you are. People are saying that you are magic, you are passionate, you are inspirational, you bring about new energy when you come into a situation or when you walk into a room. You are also rejuvenated, renewed. People know that you are very, very balanced because you are this beautiful fire energy, but you are able to manage the fire. You're able to hold on to it. You are able to control it. And you are also a messenger. You're someone who brings good news. You're someone who makes people feel good about themselves when you are around and in their company, pile number 3. But people feel that you are a renewal of a situation. If something's going really wrong and you come along, they know that it's going to be turned around. They're saying that you are an absolute boss, that you are a leader, that you are an authority, that you are to be trusted, that you are to be listened to. And I also feel like people are saying they can rest when you're around. Actually, that's what I'm getting from that, is that people can take a load off when you come along because they know that you are across it and that you are managing the situation. You are holding on to all of the pentacles. You're keeping things safe. You are aware of what is happening around you, and they can take it easy because they know that you're going to step in and get the job done, sort things out. So now from the Rider-Waite, we have the Knight of Cups. So again, the Knave of Cups and now the Knight of Cups, coming in with an offering, having a gift, bringing a message, and the Page of Cups. Beautiful. And so again, if we're going into Cups energy, that's water signs. So Pisces, Scorpio, and I'm doing it again, guys. I'm doing it again. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So you could be any of these signs. I've read out pretty much all of them except for the last 3. But yeah, people see that you come in bringing a gift of balance. You come in bringing a message of good news. You come in and give good advice and great counsel and allow for people to be able to take a load off and feel like once you're there, they can actually relax because you are going to be across whatever it is that they need help with. People are saying that you are the fixer, my beautiful pile number 3, and that you can turn situations around. If you are asking about a work situation, you are extremely well respected. I mean, you are extremely well respected across any of the situations that you could be asking about. But if you're wondering what your workmates are saying about you, they are saying that you are excellent at your job. They might even be saying that you're worthy of a promotion. All right, I just want to get a couple more, please, Spirit, to close out pile number 3. What are they saying about my pile number 3? That's 1. Gorgeous. The 3 of Pentacles, which we have over here again. So, yeah, people see that you are a team player. You are a master of your craft, and you are still honing your craft at the same time. I feel like with the Hierophant card, you are always learning. King of Pentacles, beautiful. What a lovely way to finish it off. So I'm just going to have to stick him there. I don't know if I gave you guys a shorter reading and more cards or what's going on over here, but King of Pentacles, you are across what you need to be across pile number 3. You rule your kingdom with calmness, kindness, and possibly a lot of spirit and excitement with the King of Wands over here. But you are someone who people really want to be around. People are saying that you are a leader, a boss, balanced, team player, someone who brings good news, someone who sees the bright side of life, someone who has a huge amount of wisdom and intelligence in the way that they go about things and in the advice that they give. And people are basically saying that you are an all-round really awesome person. People are saying that they have a huge amount of admiration and respect for you, pile number 3. So if that resonated, please hit the like button. Feel free to comment if you want to let me know what you thought of the reading. Please subscribe if you have not already. If you have, thank you so much. I appreciate you endlessly, and I might see you in another pile or I might see you in another reading. Hello there, my pile number 4. If you chose the 5 of Swords, then you are my pile number 4. And I'm going to go straight to the book for this one, just so that I don't make any mistakes. 5 of Swords, conflict, unfair advantage, experiencing loss, the need to build your skills and your confidence, and hollow victories. Okay, so we're going to grab some more cards from the Light Seers Tarot deck to clarify this some more, pile number 4. But it seems like people might be saying that you need to have more confidence in yourself. This could be loved ones that really care about you and see you putting yourself down. It could be workmates that have seen you struggle and think that you're doing better than you think that you are. Yeah, strength, beautiful. So pile number 4, I think people are saying that you have more strength than you realize and that you are better at something than you know. And that you are not feeling it yet, but you should be. The Lovers. So that speaks about not just the lovers in the literal sense, but also duality. I think maybe people are saying that you need to find more balance in the way that you look at yourself. And whoop, that one really wanted to come out to the point that it's gone all the way under the bed. The Tower. Okay, yeah, people could be saying that you have been through really difficult times. Pile number 4, and it has dragged you down and that you are struggling now to be able to re-establish balance and find your footing. And of course, the last one had to go down too. The Ten of Cups. Okay, yeah, and I think that people are also saying that you are able to survive, that you are able to go through hard things and come out of it on the other side. You have the strength to do so, but that you're not aware of your skills at this point in time and that you're spending too much time focusing on things that haven't worked out and not enough time focusing on all of the abilities that you do have to bring about something really beautiful and new for yourself. Pile number 4. So I'm not sure what's been going on for you. This could be people that are very close to you and see your innermost thoughts, that you actually talk to. Temperance, balance, yes. I think what people are saying, and as I said, I do feel like this is a reading of people that are very, very close to you, people who know what you're thinking, that you talk to, that you confide in. They feel that you need more balance in the way that you see yourself. Pile number 4, that you are being unreasonably hard on yourself and that you don't feel that you have what it takes even to experience love. Maybe you have really struggled in love. You have been in relationships and things have fallen apart quite spectacularly, or you have built things up for yourself and it feels like they have just been burned to the ground. And people do think that you are able to rebuild, but they are saying that you need to find your strength again, to find your confidence, to see who you are as a person and everything you've achieved, and to have faith in that in order to restore your balance in your own self-perception. So we're reading from the Tattoo Tarot now to get some more information for my pile number 4 on what people are saying. I think people are saying that they want you to see yourself the way that they see you, as someone who is very strong, very kind, beautiful. 10 of Coins. Very able to, so we've got the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Coins, and 10 both speak about completion as well. So I think what people are saying is that you're in a cycle of negativity at the moment, pile number 4, that is not really getting you anywhere. It's knocking you out of balance, and that you're not able to see how strong you are and how much you have survived already. And maybe it is because you've survived so much that it has really knocked you down. 6 of Cups, nostalgia, looking back at the past. So maybe you're stuck in a situation that you keep looking back at, and the 4 of Cups, which is apathy in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, not being able to see what's on offer, not being able to see what you already have. I definitely think that what people are saying about you is that you're too focused on what has happened in the past and what has brought you down, and you're not focused enough on the strength that it has taken for you to be able to go through everything that you have been through and still be showing up and still be, even here it says hollow victories. I feel that the victories that you have, you're not seeing them as victories. You're thinking that maybe you just got lucky, or you flipped it, or someone's going to find out that you are not all that it seems that you are to others. I feel that you have a lot of imposter syndrome, and the people that are really close to you can see that, they're aware of it, and what they're saying is they want you to be able to see just how wonderful you really are. They don't want you to keep looking back at the past and feeling nostalgic for a time that was better, when you are actually able to create a better time for yourself right now. You're able to bring a situation into completion. Yeah, and now with the SmithTiny deck, we have the Devil. So people are saying that there is this mindset that you are unable to let go of, that you are not good enough, that you are not strong enough, that you're not smart enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not clever enough, and they want you to see yourself the way that they do. People are saying that you are far more than you're giving yourself credit for, and I think they're also saying that you're setting unrealistic expectations for yourself and then putting yourself down either when you fail to meet them, or even when you do meet them, you see it as a hollow victory because you're not looking at how much you've actually achieved. And again, doubling up with the other card over there in the Tattoo Tarot, the Four of Cups, where you can very clearly see him ignoring this cup being offered to him and the 3 cups that he already has. So we've got that twice now. People are saying that you are not able to see the skills that you have and what you bring to the table. And the Page of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel that you are very established, pile number 4, whether it's in your job or your life or in a relationship. There is something that you are very established in, but you're not feeling that way and you're not able to see that it is established. It feels that it's very rocky and it's very new and it's only just starting out, when in actual fact, and maybe you are actually, maybe it could be that you are very new to something and you are only just starting out, but you're already smashing it out of the park and doing way better than anybody could have ever imagined that you would have done. And you're just really not able to see it. And what people are saying is that they want you to see how established you are. They want you to see that you do preside over your life with strength, with balance, or that you could do so with balance. I feel at the moment people are saying that you're not balanced in the way that you're looking at things, that you're extremely hardworking, that you do have messages of good news that are coming in. I feel like you are getting good feedback. I feel that you are being given glowing reviews and that people are really happy with you. There's no reason for this negativity here apart from what you have already previously experienced that has potentially worn you down so much that you just no longer feel like you can be positive about yourself. But what people are saying is that you are chained to the thought that you are not good enough, when in actual fact you are far more than enough and you have so much abundance and prosperity, if not already surrounding you, absolutely the opportunity to bring it in, as long as you can see how strong you are and that you can find that balance in re-establishing your confidence and seeing yourself through the eyes of others, which is as a very high achiever, someone who is very switched on, very wise, very clever, but just not able to recognize it in themselves. Yeah, beautiful. The 6 of Wands, public recognition, public victory. People are saying that you are very, very intelligent, my pile number 4. You are very world-wise. You are very nurturing. You are very kind. You are very generous with your time. But you are imbalanced in the way that you look at yourself, that you should have more confidence. You should show yourself more kindness. The 8 of Pentacles, working really hard on something. And maybe you have been working really hard on trying to change your opinion of yourself. And people are saying that this is something that you are focused on and that you are really committed to bringing about for yourself. Or it could just even simply be that they are saying that you are a hard worker. That's why you have this public recognition and public victory. To the public, you are seen as very successful, very hardworking. People see you as being very abundant, very able to bring things into fruition, but maybe it's just the closest people to you, the ones that you confide in, that can see that, are saying that you need to start to look at yourself through much more positive eyes. And we have the 8 of Cups. I feel that people are saying that you need to walk away from your old ways of doing things, from your old ways of looking at things, from the old thoughts that you were chained to that are keeping you feeling stuck and as though you're not good enough. And I'm just taking you, the 9 of Wands with his bandaged head. People are saying that it's time for you to stop beating up on yourself, pile number 4, that you have given yourself a really rough time, that you are not allowing yourself to see all of the good that you are bringing into the world, all of the good that you're doing, how well you're doing at your job, how amazing you are in your relationship, what a fantastic parent you are, what excellent grades you've been getting in your studies, whatever it might be. People are saying that you are actually really smashing it out of the park. You have worked hard and you have been through a lot, and they can see that. But now they're saying that you need to let go of this negative self-image that you have got and have created, and let go of the expectations that you have placed on yourself. Allow yourself to feel the public victories. Allow yourself to know that it's a victory. It's not a hollow victory. You are not an imposter. You have definitely earned your place at the table, and people respect you, and they want for you to see that for yourself. They want you to find that balance and that fairness in the way that you actually look at yourself, and to start treating yourself like your best friend, the way that you would see that your best friend has achieved something and you would congratulate them for it. That is what people are saying that you need to do for yourself, pile number 4. So I don't know if that was short or sweet. I really can't tell, but I hope that it was informative and I hope that it resonated. If it did, please hit the like button. Comment if you would like to share how the reading resonated. Please subscribe if you haven't already and you're interested to join my little vibe tribe. Thank you so much if you have. I really appreciate you. I might see you in another pile, or I might see you in another reading.